Hey Justin, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Thanks, man.
Just came off a great gig. Taffy Nation loves you. Unbelievable lyrics. Wonderful singer-songwriter. Thank you so much for stopping by. I think that's what, the third time at Taffy?
Second time.
Second time.
Glad to be back.
And you're going to be back, right?
Oh, for sure. If you'll have me, I'm here.
Absolutely.
I'm here.
Justin, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been playing musical instruments?
I've been playing musical instruments since I was like 4 years old, about 30 years now. I started as a violinist in primary school, went up through the orchestras, became a fiddler, picked up cello, picked up bass, picked up a guitar around 8 or 9 years old, just other stringed instruments. Eventually became a private teacher for a while, but string instruments were like kind of where I got started, and then I went to college and studied composition, and then dropped all of that to get into rock and roll. So I've been trying. I guess like you'd say that my influences are far and wide.
Okay. When you started, anybody you looked up to as in the music scene?
Definitely. Maybe not locally.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Coming from where I was in Central Ohio and Newark, it was pretty dead as far as like bands and stuff going on in town. It wasn't until I went up to college in Bowling Green, Ohio, that I met a bunch of contemporaries, people my age, a little older, that were great players, great singers, great writers. And for the longest time, I was just like their guitar man, or their fiddle man, or their bass man. And something always like stuck in my craw about that. It's like, why can't I write? Why can't I do something like that? But honestly, as far as like a local influence that really got my ball rolling, you all need to look into. There's this band called the Matt Truman Ego Trip from Bowling Green, Ohio. And if the name explains anything, it's Matt Truman's zeitgeist. He's the front man, writer, singer, guitar player. Best way to describe it: Rolling Stones meets Alice Cooper meets your favorite friends at a party in your basement. They're just great, and they could be singing the weather from the newspaper, and I've watched it happen.
Love it.
Their ad libs have people coming up to the stage and like yelling and throwing things. They're just true performers, and for me, like to see that in the flesh, and to see that from someone who isn't like a big name, or like has all this celebrity and whatnot following them around, to see that from just a guy I met on the street, that like a light bulb came on. I'm like, this is a thing I can do. I just need to work at this. I need to learn about this.
Well, at what age was that?
I was 20, 21 at the time.
Okay.
Very impressionable, very naive.
Yeah.
So of course I thought I can do that. And I've been working on being able to do that for the past 14 years now.
So you made that decision from one day to the next to go on tour?
The tour thing, after I finished school, like a lot of people...
Yeah, what did you do? So you got your first gig at your hometown, and then you walked out of town, and then what happened?
I got a degree. I got invited to be accepted, whatever you call it. They wanted my financial aid money that bad, so they let me come to Bowling Green State University, and be a violin performance major and a composition major, to be a classical composer, contemporary classical composer.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when you started to get on your own, so you got out.
I finished school, and like a lot of people, there was just this big vacuum after that. It was like, okay, now I got this accreditation and all this hard work, and now I got all this debt. I need a job. Couldn't find one for years. Worked whatever I could to make the rent come in, and eventually, after 3 years working at as a short order cook in a diner, and listening to really good music and having customers come and be like, "What is this?" and I'll be like, "It's me." And they're like, "No way!" And it was, I don't know, something clicked and snapped. I just I couldn't take the service industry thing anymore. I couldn't take like living paycheck to paycheck. And although I earn less now, and I'm far more stressed out and more busy now, I wouldn't have it any other way, because it's something that comes from myself. I'm not feeding. It might sound a bit selfish, but I'm not feeding. I'm not feeding anyone else's flames here.
I got you, and I understand that. But I still want to know, how did you do that? In other words, you decided, okay,
I just quit everything, man.
So you just went on tour, got your gigs, and on tour, and then you sold your stuff. And eventually you created a following.
Correct. And it all kind of started, it was all very happenstance. I was eking it out, begging my friends to give me rides to Canton, Cleveland, wherever else I could find a show. And at one of those shows, I met another band who were like, you got it going on. And they went and told their manager, and then word of mouth, their manager calls me like 6 months later, and next thing I know, I have a guy that can book my dates. And so if anything, the lesson I learned from that is, do not be afraid to put yourself out there, even if it seems like impossible to make the next show happen. You never know who you're going to meet.
Right, a lot of young artists ask themselves that question. Do you still work with a booking agent, or do you mostly...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Now let me ask you this. So one of the final questions, Justin. When you write your songs, do you write them for yourself, or do you write them for the audience, or a combination of?
It's a bit of a combination. Sometimes the songs are purely therapy. Like it's something
Yeah.
I need to exercise.
I hear that a lot.
And get out.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's very.
I
much
had artists
me,
here who said
you know.
saved their life, their own
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it'll pull you out of those very bleak edge
Gotcha.
of the, moments.
Gotcha.
But other times it's when things aren't that heavy and dark.
Yeah.
And there's the capacity to be inspired by other people
Right.
and other things going on. And sometimes the songs come and find me, and sometimes they start with me, and I have to like build it, and so it can live in the world.
Gotcha.
And sometimes it's like they're out there, and I just it's like some of a conduit, and it just happens.
And
I'm
they
like,
say
a
that, right?
song.
Yeah.
And it's not about me per se or my personal experience. It's just about like living and things I've learned from others. And really, if life is, I don't know, that's probably the biggest thing in life is it's the people you meet and it's the moments you make. And that I
Tell us,
keeps me going.
tell us real quick your website so people can listen to your song.
Yeah, I have my EP, Interstellar Vagabond, is on Bandcamp.com at interstellarvagabond.bandcamp.com. And if you don't want to type that much or remember that too many syllable words, you go to ReverbNation.com and you can find my stuff there, ReverbNation.com/Justin Payne, Payne. And I don't think I have anything else any other place. I have a bunch. Basically, I do mail order. If you can buy my CD off of Bandcamp,
Gotcha.
You can donate whatever you like. There's no set price. It can be if you want to email me and you like what I do and you want me just to send you a free copy of my songs. Like just let
Very
me know.
nice.
Let
Very
me know.
nice.
Because for me,
Great.
it's
I'm
more
gonna
about connecting
post
with
it.
people.
I'm gonna post it here on the screen.
Awesome.
Reverb Nation Bandcamp and so forth. And all the best on your tour.
Thank
Many blessings. We love you, brother, and we'll see you
Thank
soon.
you.
Take care.